Здравствуйте, товарищи, and welcome to a vlog that I'm going to do. And I got a lot of stuff I'd like to cover. I know I always say that. I always have a lot of stuff I'd like to cover. But first off, I should tell you, in terms of videos, there's a lot going on. I just capped an hour of Darkest of Days footage today, so you'll see a lot of Darkest of Days footage. And I'm also going to be working on some Empire later tonight. And in terms of Empire, there's going to be a lot of good content coming up for Empire because the patch just came out, and I only just realized this like a couple days ago. Like I turned it off, I'm like, oh my god, my background's changed, and I probably should be more on top of this. But you'll see some more interesting, Empire stuff coming out in the future pretty soon, and I'm getting a lot of people asking me about the Warpath campaign for Empire, and I will definitely download it. I don't think I'll do a Let's Play of it, but what I will do, I'm trying to strike a balance. I want to do something that's a little bit more thorough than a review, but something that's a little less extensive as a Let's Play. And I want to try and find a balance between that for this new downloadable content, and kind of give you guys my opinion and give you guys an overview of this new content when it comes out in early October. So that's what you can expect in terms of the new Warpath expansion. I don't know that much about it besides you're playing as the Native American races. So we'll see. So I'll see when it comes out. So yeah, Darkest of Days, Empire, new future. But I also want to talk about that you'll probably see some more videos in the future, because I don't know, I'm just kind of like, I need some time to like calm myself and just spend some time with myself and be antisocial with me and the computer for a little bit, because I don't know, I went from a state of extreme introversion during the summer where I just stayed in my room and didn't talk to anybody and just worked all the time on my computer or worked at my job, and now I come to college and I've gone from extreme introvert to extreme extrovert, and just kind of like trying to counterbalance all the time I spent at home and alone in my room by spending time with people all the time, constantly. So I don't know, I'm kind of getting overwhelmed a little bit, and I need a little bit of time to come back and be a little bit to myself and be a little bit more antisocial and kind of work on some videos and whatnot. So hopefully I'll get some more content helping out in the near future. So you can look forward to that. But in terms of the social life is great, but in terms of school is also going very well. I just got my psychological experiment. I've got to create and execute a psychological experiment in one of my psych classes, and I just written out my proposal and how I'm going to measure my variables and everything, and that just got the okay from the teacher, 9 out of 10, and that's like 10% of my grade, so it's a good start for the semester. So I was really happy to see that. But actually I need your guys' help for school, for a project. So I'm trying to integrate my love of creating videos and my YouTube channel with the school project I've been presented. So what's going on is, in my sociology class, I have to do a project that's due on October 6th, and that project has two components. One is a written essay, and it's not a very long essay actually. It's only 4 to 8 pages, and generally papers are more to like 10 to 15 pages. So it's a shorter essay. And on top of that, there's a oral presentation I have to do in class. So I approached the teacher and I'm like, you know, I make videos, it's a hobby of mine. Can I make a video instead of standing up in front of the class and doing just a speech or whatever? She says, yeah, sure, go for it. That sounds like an awesome idea. So what my intention to do is, I've given the topic of societies, and it's a very broad topic. I'm still trying to kind of narrow it down a little bit, but what I intend to do is a very pretentious style documentary about societies, essentially comparing and contrasting Canadian societies to various other societies, and what makes, you know, a good Canadian in terms of our society, and kind of compare that and how that's constructed other people from other societies. Because as I live in the dorm, there are actually very few Canadians that live in this dorm. Most of the people are from other countries, so I get to experience and talk to all these other people from different societies and how it's created them to become different people rather than North Americans. So what I need from you guys is either I need because I want to incorporate as many people from as many different societies as possible. So what I need from you guys is I want, if you're from, it doesn't, even if you're Canadian, I want to see you create something. If you're, you know, anywhere, if you're American, Canadian, whatever, I want to have as many possible societies and many possible different kinds of people represented, because what I intend to do is not only kind of do my own sort of narration and my own sort of very pretentious, you know what I'm talking about, very sort of pretentious style documentary. I'll probably like dress up in a suit and have a pipe and talk with a weird accent and go about my narration that way. But I also want to go around and I want to interview people from around the dorm, from other societies, and I'm presenting to them 4 different questions. One is briefly describe the society from the country you're from. 2, describe how that society has created you as a person. 3, describe what makes a good person in that society. So like what makes a good Canadian in a Canadian society, or what makes a good Turk in a Turk society. And if you think that you kind of are representative of that. And then 4th, which I don't intend you guys to answer, but I intend the people I ask around the dorm to answer, is compare Canadian society to your native society. But what I want from my YouTube viewers, if you could create a short, probably like, I don't know, 10-minute video or whatever, and just answer the first 3 questions. So let's say, I don't know, I'm really hoping to get one from Vadim. So let's say, Vadim, I want you to answer the first 3 questions. So briefly describe Russian society, briefly describe how Russian society has created you as a person, and then describe what makes a good Russian in a Russian society and whether you think you fit that type. And I want this from as many people as possible, and put it up on your YouTube channel, and I will take that footage, and when I create my video for my sociology project, I will I'll edit it. I'll edit all the best parts from all the interviews that I'm going to do for this sort of a kind of mini documentary that I'm going to do, and kind of compare and contrast all these different societies and all these different people in comparison to my society as a Canadian, and kind of come to a cohesive conclusion about what I think about what makes a good Canadian and how Canadian society vastly differs from all these other ones that I'm going to be looking at. So I want as many responses as possible, and I need this as soon as possible. It's not due till October the 6th, so that's a little, oh, that's actually cutting it kind of close. It's like 10 days. Fuck. So yeah, make sure to get that to me as soon as possible, but think a little bit before you do this video. Think about it, and kind of give me your answers in as much detail as you can. And also, it has to be video format. It can't be audio. It has to be video. That I want it from you guys, and post on YouTube. Send me a message, and I'll take that footage and I will use it when I create my final footage for the project. So finally, I can create my love of movies with my schooling. So I'm very excited to do this, and I hope that you all guys will jump on board and help me with this, because it would be much appreciated. And I think, you know, we have a lot of fun kind of reflecting on what, you know, what your society is like depending on what country you're from, and if whether or not you're a good Canadian or a good Russian or a good Turk or whatever. But anyway, get those to me as soon as possible. It would be much appreciated. And I'll get to work on some crazy videos for you guys. But for now, this is JosefVStalin signing off, and I'll see you next time.